Hello everyone and welcome to my next Let's Play, and what's this? Two screens. Yes, this is my first DS Let's Play. Just Go Entertainment and Dream Rift. This is my Let's Play of Monster Tale. Now, yeah, this is a DS Let's Play. Typically you don't see these, well, you're seeing them more and more nowadays, but typically you don't see DS Let's Plays because of the circumstances to recording, but I really did want to do a DS Let's Play because there's tons of great games for the DS. It's a really, honestly, one of my favorite systems of all time, and definitely a really great handheld. Monster Tale is a game made by the same creators of Henry Hatsworth's Puzzling Adventure. It's definitely an under-the-radar game that I definitely recommend you check out if you get a chance. So yeah, it's a fun game. It basically has kind of a Mega Man-esque style to it, as well as, you know, it's got this Pokemon type aspect with the monsters. But enough of me babbling. Let's start this pony show. New game. So yeah, the moon. There will come a dark time in which the monster kingdoms are shackled in tyranny. However, a great hero will appear, a warrior who will rise up to free the land. Although a stranger to the monster world, the hero will fight fiercely as one of us. The savior will come from a faraway place of humble origin. Earth, maybe, I don't know. And so the tale begins, from the ancient monster tale. Hence the title, or tale drop rather. What was that loud sound? And there is our hero, Ellie. You'll find her name out later. I better go outside and have a look around. I think it comes from this direction. So you're just one girl in this entire town hears noise and decides to investigate. Maybe something happened in the forest. Of course, because all the bad things have always happened in the forest. I love the painted style they have for the cutscene, though. Ooh, a bracelet. Well, clearly this mysterious bracelet is no harm, and you shouldn't touch it, because nothing bad's gonna happen. I guess technically what happens isn't really bad, but it depends on your perspective. Going to a different land might be considered bad, or it could be considered tourism. Whoa, what is this place? It is Monster World, I assume. How did I get here? So, we are Ellie, the little girl, and she basically controls you. You know, you jump with one button, and then, you know, not too much. Pretty basic platform controls, but what's this? Seems similar to Metroid, because this game actually is really similar to Metroidvania type style, but it also has a different aspect to it as well. It plays very similarly to Mega Man, because you get the Band Blaster. And yeah, Ellie actually controls pretty... I feel like she even runs similar to Mega Man. So yeah, you can press the one button to blast, and then you can jump. So that's going to be a main aspect of this game, is just, you know, controlling Ellie to go around this Metroid-type world. But at the same time, obviously it's Monster Tale. There is another aspect, which I mentioned, the Pokemon aspect, and we'll get into that in a little bit. We have to travel through this area a little bit. And you may notice the bottom screen isn't doing anything at the moment, but I am, you know, some people who, when they do DS Let's Plays, will switch between both screens. I'm not going to do that because there's important information at all times on the bottom screen, even if it's kind of, you know, like not much is happening, but still there's information that's going to be there. Plus, there's so many switches. Just for convenience sake, a little bit, I'm going to just leave the two screens. Hopefully, people won't mind. They're just, you know, being two screens. I've looked at it. I looked at DS Let's Plays with both screens on it all the time, and the quality's pretty okay. I think it's a little smaller, but you also don't get the pixel stretching that you get from, or you don't get the enlargement. The enlargement, the artwork isn't supposed to be that big usually, so you do get a little bit of loss in quality. This almost looks like no, it is an egg. It's not. It looks like it is. There's an interesting pattern on it. Yes. It's swirly. What? And somehow, just being near the egg has caused it to hatch. Maybe. And here we get our second hero. That little monster guy. He's kind of cute. Wow, I've never seen anything quite like a creature like... Or, I butchered that horribly. Hey, little guy. I'm Ellie. I love his noise. He has a little cute noise. So, like a good person, when we find an abandoned monster where you're going to... I guess... Well, it was an egg, though, I guess. But either way, we are going to leave it because, supposedly, Ellie assumes that its mother will come for it. But, the little monster's going to follow us. You're following me? No, he's just floating around for no reason. I don't know. I guess it would be dangerous for you to stay here alone. Looks like you're also really hungry. How can you tell? I guess if its stomach was rumbling. Anyway, Chomp. So yes, Ellie and Chomp, those are our two heroes. And they do work as a team. Obviously, you control Ellie, but Chomp is definitely useful. And when I first played this game, I found myself being like, well, wait a minute. Ellie can just basically kill anything without any trouble. Why bother with the monster aspect? But even if you don't really need Ellie, Ellie. Even if you don't really need Chomp, even if you could do all the stuff just with Ellie, which you can't, but you could do most of it with just Ellie. I found myself really liking, raising the monster up and making it stronger. It's got an RPG element to it because Chomp starts off really simple. Like, watch, if I get near a monster, let's go find one. Well, actually, first the narrator's probably going to tell me something here, or narrator, or the omniscient instruction guy. Chomp will automatically interact with enemies and special objects while with Ellie. So yeah, this is what I was getting to with Chomp interacting. When you first start with Chomp, if you're near a monster, it might take him a while to actually attack it. Through getting more experience, he gets faster and better at doing that as his IQ goes up and stuff. So eventually he gets really useful at taking out multiple monsters with Ellie. Plus there's other things that come into play, but we'll get to that. It'll be explained as it comes along. But yeah, as they're saying here, well, the Pen Sanctuary on the bottom screen, the thing we saw earlier that appeared, that heals Chomp. If Chomp is on the top screen, though, his health slowly will deteriorate. That's one reason why I want to leave the bottom screen, because you can see his it's slowly going down. But if I press this button, it'll start to go back up and heal himself really quickly. So just keep track of that. I never found that being a big deal. But yeah, see, it takes him a while to attack the monsters, which would be easier just to kill with Ellie. But, I don't know, even if he's not that useful, it's just fun raising up your little monster. You're gonna attack him. There you go. Good Chomp. Who's a good boy? Okay, no. I'm just gonna kill this one, because I don't want to take too long. Come on, kill it. There we go. But yeah, he does get more useful as time goes on. And also, cookie! This is a pet item, a cookie. They are sometimes dropped by defeated enemies. Yeah, or you can buy them, but we'll get to that again later. Ellie can send pet items to the Pet Sanctuary by just touching them, so just picking them up puts them in the Pet Sanctuary. Is where Chomp eats, rests, and plays. Send the pet item to the Pet Sanctuary by grabbing it with Ellie. So yes, we will do just that. Chomp can experiment with pet items when he is in the Pet Sanctuary. However, it will take some time for Chomp to finish using a pet item. Finish the pet item by pressing the X button to send Chomp to the Pet Sanctuary. So yes, we'll do that, and he will latch onto it and eat it. He's so cute. So you gain experience by doing that, and also, yeah, I'll have different effects. Some of them will give more IQ points. Some will give more strength. Well, I don't know if the strength is a point, but you know what I'm saying. It will give different attributes. And yes, there is an evolve form type aspect to this game. I will show that off real quick if I think I can. Well, that's the map. Yeah, there's the. So we have. Real quick, here's the Evo screen. Or wait, did I press the... Yeah, I pressed the wrong button. Evo screen. So as you can see, you have this one and this one. Now this one excels in defense and likes toys. So basically you have to give it so many toys, the toy item, for Chomp to go this direction. Whereas you have to give so many sweets for him to go this direction. As well as just general EXP. But also you need to have so many... I don't know the exact number. I just usually just load Chomp with that type of item. But we'll get into that later. We won't actually deal with evolution for a while. And then here's Ellie's abilities. Not really much to do with Ellie's screen. And then Chomp's screen has skills. And we haven't seen skills yet, but we will definitely be seeing skills pretty soon. I probably didn't even need to show that because I think they have a tutorial on that later. Yeah, Chomp's actually somewhat useful in this screen because he can get those guys. Maybe. He failed. I'm gonna take him from you. Ow. Well, that was inconvenient. No, Chomp, don't run into them. Hit them. Good. Okay. Yes, sometimes, definitely early on, Chomp is just more of a hindrance than anything else. Okay, here's a save book. Yeah, actually, if you looked at the map, it'll tell you where to go next. So right now we're heading. Oh, no, I guess it doesn't. I'm surprised. Later on, it will show you where to go next, or or the instruction guide will tell you about the map location. No, it wasn't. I just checked. It wasn't marked. Okay, come on. Come up here, Chomp. Maybe. Oh. It's forcing me to look at the map. I just looked at the map. I don't need to look at it again. Remember to check the map when uncertain where to go next. You know, instruction manuals in-game really hinder an Let's Player's ability to explain the game, because it's like, oh, the guys are going to do it for you, but I wanted to explain the game. And there we go, unlock that door. Poor little star guys. Those guys are kind of weird. I guess they are stars or something. And yeah, they're gonna introduce us to more pet items here. Actually, some really useful ones. There's a soccer ball. Now, when Chomp finishes soccer ball items or certain, like, toys, it's not just going to increase his, you know, ability to do things. It also will, yeah, attack enemies for you, so that's also very useful. Especially in rooms with multiple enemies. The book will, and it will just increases intelligence, I believe, but the cannon bolt will, even though everyone is dead. And yay, Chomp leveled up. Chomp has gained a level from the pet items. Chomp's level increases when he has gained enough experience to reach the next level. Experience points are gained when Chomp completes pet items and battles with enemies. New levels result in improvements in Chomp's stats and new abilities. Information about Chomp's level can be seen in the Chomp subscreen. The Chomp subscreen can be accessed by pressing the select button. So I will show that off again just because he mentioned it. Oh wait, I pressed the... and... yeah, so strength, attack, defense, I think that's strength, or strategy maybe, or stamina actually, I'm not sure, speed and intellect. So yeah, the higher they are, obviously, the more useful Chomp is. Now come back up here, Chomp, because I think there is something important that's gonna happen. And I am correct. Oh no, a paw. Oh no, another paw. And two giant, well, not really giant, but two heads. This battle is actually pretty lame. Or, no, I didn't want to do that. Basically, you can't really attack at all. Only Chomp can attack this boss. Hence why it's kind of lame, because it's just like Ellie just has to dodge. But trust me, there are really awesome battles later on, and some kind of lame ones too. But there are some awesome ones. And now, is it going to do what I think it's going to do? No, it's just gonna... oh, there it goes. So yeah, now one head's gonna go into the touchscreen. Oh, wow. Can I even get hit by this thing? I guess only when it charges, maybe. Better not try. You know, this is kind of a dumb dragon. He's just putting his head down there for Chomp to kill him. There was no strategical advantage to putting his head in the pet sanctuary at all. Also, no advantage to opening his mouth either, because it doesn't do anything. It's not like he's firing anything. He's just... I don't know. Why does he even have a crane ball in his head? You know what? It's not worth questioning. Yeah, that's the other thing with this boss. It takes a long time, too, because Chomp's gonna probably be kind of underleveled. Well, not underleveled, but he's a newborn, so he's not gonna have as much speed or strength, so it's gonna take a while to kill this guy. Now, come on, Chomp. And there we go. It is now dead. Yay! Oh, wait. Nope, he's dead. He tried to survive, but he failed. And yes, there is voice acting in this game if you didn't know. It's actually not bad. You would think it would be kind of corny, and it is a little bit, but not too bad, to be honest. Chomp has learned a skill. When Chomp levels up, he may learn new skills. Chomp can use skills while on the top screen to help Ellie overcome challenges. skills require a certain amount of pet meter to be performed. So yeah, as you use skills, your pet meter will also go down, the one that you got to refill by going in the pet sanctuary. So yeah, the skills are actually really useful, because now I can do this. Or, no, that's the wrong one. Now I can do this. Which is what I talk about making Chomp more useful. You can actually now use special attacks with him, which definitely makes it easier to actually level them up, because you can attack enemies directly by controlling Chomp. Ow, that hurt. Ooh, cookie. I'll go finish that Chomp, and I think I'm going to end it here, because that's, you know, I made decent progress. So I hope you guys enjoy this new Let's Play. It's definitely going to be kind of a interesting experience, but this is a game I really love, so hopefully you guys will like it, and hopefully I will enjoy doing this Let's Play. I already am. So, until next time, I have been Mega400, and I am reminding you that Monster Tale is a great game, and if you haven't played it yet, you should, because it's awesome.